When Hurricane Ian tore through Florida in 2022, it didn't just knock out power, it shattered entire supply chains. Grocery store shelves were stripped bare, ATMs went offline, and people weren't trading cash, they were bartering essentials like water and batteries. In moments like these, paper money becomes worthless. What truly matters is what you can hold in your hands. That wasn't the apocalypse, but it was a wake-up call, a glimpse of how quickly life as we know it can unravel. Yet, even after witnessing this, most people overlook the most critical items in their homes. Not gold, not silver, but ordinary overlooked products that turn into survival essentials when the system collapses. In this video, we're revealing 7 surprising everyday items that could become more valuable than gold in a crisis. These are things you can still get now but won't find when chaos strikes. Hit subscribe and let's dive in. 1. Stackable plastic storage crates. At first glance, stackable plastic storage crates might seem like the most mundane items in your home. They're just simple, stackable boxes, right? But when disaster strikes and supply chains crumble, these unassuming crates become indispensable survival tools. In a world where grocery stores are stripped bare and organization becomes a matter of life and death, these crates can be the difference between chaos and control. One of their most critical uses is food storage. When the power grid fails and refrigeration becomes a thing of the past, you'll need a reliable way to organize and protect your food supplies. Dry goods, canned food, and root vegetables all need to be stored in a way that keeps them off the ground, sorted, and easy to access. Plastic crates excel at this. Unlike cardboard boxes, they won't collapse in humid conditions. Unlike wooden bins, they won't grow mold. And unlike flimsy grocery bags, they're sturdy enough to stack without tearing. In a home-turned-survival hub where every inch of space matters, these crates bring much-needed order to the madness. But their utility doesn't stop at storage. When it comes to transporting supplies, plastic crates are a game-changer. Whether you're moving jars of food from your basement to your car or hauling firewood from a local source to your home, these crates make the process far more efficient. Lightweight and equipped with built-in handles, they're easy to carry, and many models even collapse flat for storage when not in use. In a crisis, where every second and every trip counts, having a few sturdy crates can save you time and energy. What's more, these crates hold significant barter value. During emergencies, people often overlook the importance of tools for storage and transport. A neighbor with a bulk supply of rice but no way to organize or move it would gladly trade for your extra crate. And here's the kicker. Most of these crates are imported, relying on overseas manufacturing and shipping. If global supply chains falter, these crates could disappear from store shelves, and their prices could skyrocket. So, if you've got a few lying around, don't toss them. Clean them, stack them, and store them wisely. When the world shifts from convenience to survival, these crates will be worth their weight in gold. 2. Rubber seals for canning jars. They're small, inexpensive, and often overlooked, but rubber seals for canning jars could become one of the most valuable items in your home during a long-term crisis. These unassuming rings are the unsung heroes of food preservation, and when the system collapses, their importance skyrockets. Rubber seals are the key to creating airtight seals on traditional glass canning jars, especially the older-style clip-top or bale wire jars. Without them, your entire canning system is useless. It doesn't matter how many jars you have, if you don't have the seals, you can't preserve food. And without proper preservation, bacteria can infiltrate your supplies, leading to spoiled food, wasted effort, and potential illness. In a survival scenario where every meal counts, this is a risk you can't afford to take. Canning becomes a lifeline when the grid goes down or supply chains are disrupted. It's one of the safest ways to preserve meats, fruits, and vegetables for the long haul. But while glass jars can last for decades, rubber seals wear out over time. They stretch, crack, and lose their ability to form a proper seal. During the pandemic, these simple rings were among the first items to vanish from store shelves, not because they're rare, but because no one thinks to stock up on them until it's too late. Here's the twist: most of these rubber seals are imported, primarily from countries like China and Germany. If tariffs, shipping delays, or raw material shortages hit, you can expect massive shortages or price hikes. We've already seen this happen with mason jar lids in recent years. As more people turn to home preservation, the demand for these seals will only grow, creating fierce competition for limited stock. A more $buying $50 rubber ring could easily jump to $3 or more when demand spikes. If you rely on canning or plan to in the future, don't underestimate the importance of these small but vital components. Stock up now, because when the shelves are empty, it won't be the glass jars you're missing. It'll be the rubber seals that stand between you and a spoiled mess. 3. Cotton pillowcases. The ultimate survival multi-tool. At first glance, cotton pillowcases might seem like nothing more than bedroom extras, but in a crisis, these simple, breathable linens transform into some of the most versatile survival tools you can own. Their adaptability and utility make them invaluable when everything else is falling apart. One of their most critical uses is in makeshift medical care. In a disaster scenario, where hospitals are overwhelmed or inaccessible, clean, breathable cotton becomes a precious resource. An unused pillowcase can be cut into bandages, slings, gauze wraps, or even temporary tourniquets. Unlike synthetic fabrics, cotton is breathable, highly absorbent, and doesn't trap heat, making it ideal for wound care and emergency dressing. When sterile materials are in short supply, a clean pillowcase can save lives. But their utility doesn't stop there. Cotton pillowcases are also excellent for water filtration. While they won't purify water on their own, they serve as a perfect first-stage filter. In outdoor or post-collapse settings, they can remove visible debris, sediment, and insects from water before it's boiled or chemically treated. It's a simple, effective solution that most people overlook because the answer is sitting right in their linen closet. Storage and concealment are other areas where pillowcases shine. They can be used to transport foraged items, food, or tools when traditional bags or containers aren't available. Soft, quiet, and easy to tie off, they're perfect for hiding valuables or creating portable caches. Some preppers even use them to wrap firearms or protect sensitive electronics. During regional disasters like the Texas blackout, families found creative uses for pillowcases, turning them into makeshift window covers, insulation, stuffing, and even face masks when store-bought options ran out. The best part? Pillowcases are lightweight and easy to stockpile. You can store a dozen of them in a closet or go bag without taking up much space. Yet when disaster strikes, they become 10 different tools in one. Whether you need them for medical use, water filtration, food storage, or silent transport, cotton pillowcases are one of the smartest, cheapest, and most underrated prepping items you can have on hand. Don't wait until it's too late. Set aside a clean stash now, because when chaos hits, their value will be immeasurable. 4. The survival power of baking soda. Baking soda might be one of the cheapest and most unassuming items in your kitchen, but in a survival scenario, it transforms into a powerhouse of utility. When access to specialized cleaners, hygiene products, and even basic medications disappears, this humble white powder becomes an irreplaceable asset. Let's start with personal hygiene. When toothpaste is no longer an option, baking soda steps up as a natural alternative. A small pinch mixed with water creates a paste that cleans teeth, neutralizes odors, and removes plaque, keeping your breath fresh when store shelves are empty. It's also a surprisingly effective deodorant, combating bacteria and odor without the need for chemical sprays or roll-ons. In a world where hygiene is critical to health, baking soda becomes a lifeline, but its uses go far beyond hygiene. Baking soda is a first-aid essential. A simple paste made with water can soothe bee stings, bug bites, and mild burns, reducing itching and swelling. It can even act as a natural antacid, providing relief from heartburn or indigestion when over-the-counter options are unavailable. Its versatility makes it a must-have in any emergency kit. In the home, baking soda is a cleaning marvel. Mix it with vinegar, and you've got a foaming scrub that tackles grime, disinfects surfaces, and eliminates odors, all without toxic chemicals. This becomes especially important during a crisis when keeping your limited supplies clean and safe is a top priority. And when it comes to food, baking soda proves its worth yet again. It can extend the shelf life of perishables, neutralize bad odors in storage, and even soften tough grains and beans, saving both time and fuel during cooking. What makes baking soda even more valuable is its affordability and ease of storage. A single box costs less than $1 and takes up minimal space, yet its uses are nearly endless. During past shortages and panic buying events, baking soda quietly disappeared from shelves, proving that its value is often underestimated until it's too late. Stock up now, because when the world turns upside down, this simple kitchen staple will be worth far more than its weight in gold. 5. Durable plastic corner guards, silent protectors in chaos. Plastic corner guards might seem like a trivial baby-proofing accessory, but in a survival scenario, they become an unsung hero. When the lights go out and homes turn into makeshift survival zones, these small, inexpensive items can prevent injuries that could otherwise spiral into life-threatening situations. In a grid-down scenario, visibility is one of the first things to go. With no overhead lights or lamps, you're left relying on flashlights, candles, or solar lanterns, none of which provide the same clarity. In this dim environment, sharp furniture edges become hidden hazards. A single misstep or accidental bump into a table corner can result in deep cuts, bruises, or worse. Without access to medical care, even a minor injury can lead to infection, blood loss, or immobilization, putting your survival at risk. Plastic corner guards eliminate this danger by softening sharp edges and absorbing impact, making your home a safer place to navigate. Their value doesn't stop at injury prevention. These guards are lightweight, compact, and incredibly easy to store. You can keep dozens in a single drawer, and they're reusable, making them perfect for both stationary and mobile setups. If you need to relocate or reconfigure your space, they can be reapplied using adhesive strips, zip ties, or even duct tape. This adaptability makes them ideal for temporary shelters, shifting workstations, or any environment where safety is a concern. During natural disasters like hurricanes or earthquakes, hospitals often report a surge in avoidable injuries caused by impacts with furniture. In a survival scenario where emergency services are overwhelmed or non-existent, even a small wound can become a major setback. That's why prevention is key. By installing plastic corner guards, you're not just protecting yourself from bumps and bruises, you're safeguarding your ability to stay active and functional when every pair of hands is needed. These small, overlooked items might not scream survival gear, but their importance becomes clear when the lights go out and you're navigating your space in the dark. In a world without hospitals, prevention isn't just smart, it's essential. So while they might seem like a minor addition to your prepping supplies, plastic corner guards could end up being one of the most valuable investments you make. 6. The hidden versatility of small zip ties. Small zip ties might be one of the most overlooked items in your home, often relegated to bundling wires or quick household fixes. But in a survival scenario, these tiny plastic strips become an indispensable tool, capable of solving problems you didn't even know you'd face. When supply chains collapse and you're left to rely on what you already have, zip ties prove their worth in ways that are nothing short of extraordinary. One of their greatest strengths is speed. In an emergency, every second counts, and zip ties allow you to secure, repair, or fasten items in mere moments. Whether you're patching up a torn backpack strap, securing a tarp over a broken window, or bundling loose gear to keep it from clattering in the dark, zip ties get the job done without the need for knots or tools. Just thread, pull, and lock. It's that simple. And their uses don't stop there. Need to create a makeshift splint? Grab 2 sticks and a few zip ties. Want to seal a food bag tighter than any clip can manage? Zip ties have you covered. Even something as critical as securing a broken gate or fastening a drying line can be handled with ease. What makes zip ties even more valuable is their durability. Unlike metal fasteners, they're rust-proof and weather-resistant, making them ideal for both indoor and outdoor use. They're lightweight, compact, and easy to stash in bug-out bags, toolboxes, or even jacket pockets. And because they're silent, they're perfect for situations where stealth is key. Unlike bungee cords or metal clips, zip ties don't rattle or clang, making them a tactical choice for securing gear or quietly locking a door. The real magic of zip ties lies in their versatility. During Hurricane Katrina, survivors used them for everything from repairing broken furniture to rigging up temporary water collection systems. These aren't theoretical uses. They're real-world examples of how zip ties can adapt to countless scenarios. The key to maximizing their potential is to stock up in bulk. A variety of sizes ensures you're prepared for both small fixes and larger tasks, and their compact nature means you can store hundreds without taking up much space. In a world where the ability to fix, fasten, and adapt can mean the difference between chaos and control, small zip ties punch far above their weight. They're not just for organizing cables anymore, they're for holding your survival together when everything else falls apart. 7. Silicone mats. The unsung survival hero. Silicone baking mats might seem like a luxury item reserved for baking cookies, but in a survival situation, they reveal their true potential as one of the most practical and durable tools you can own. When the grid goes down, supplies run low, and every resource must be stretched to its limit, these unassuming mats become a game changer. The first thing to note is their durability. Unlike parchment paper or aluminum foil, which tear, burn, or degrade over time, silicone mats are built to last. They can withstand extreme temperatures, often up to 450 Fahrenheit or more, making them suitable for ovens, solar cookers, and even makeshift rocket stoves. This resilience means you can use them repeatedly without worrying about them falling apart, saving you from the constant need to replace disposable alternatives. But their value extends far beyond baking. In a crisis where water is scarce and cleanup needs to be quick, silicone mats shine. Their non-stick surface allows you to prepare food like bread, tortillas, or jerky with minimal mess. A simple wipe is often all it takes to clean them, conserving precious water and time. They're also incredibly versatile. You can cut them to fit dehydrator trays, use them as liners for air-drying herbs, or even shape them into funnels or temporary lids. Some preppers have even used them as makeshift cutting boards or to catch drips under emergency water filters. What makes silicone mats even more appealing is their longevity. A single mat can replace hundreds of rolls of parchment paper or foil, making them a cost-effective and eco-friendly choice. During recent supply chain disruptions, baking supplies like foil saw massive price hikes and shortages, but silicone mats remained largely overlooked. Smart preppers took advantage of this, recognizing their value as a reusable, non-perishable tool that doesn't rely on constant restocking. Another often overlooked benefit is their safety. High-quality silicone mats don't leach chemicals when exposed to heat, unlike some aluminum foils or coated papers. In a survival scenario where every choice impacts your family's health, this added layer of safety is invaluable. Whether you're cooking over an open flame, drying produce, or protecting gear from dirt and grime, silicone mats prove their worth time and time again. When the world shifts into survival mode, the tools that matter most are the ones that can adapt, endure, and perform under pressure. Silicone baking mats may not look like traditional prepping gear, but their durability, versatility, and reusability make them an essential addition to any survival kit. In a world where replacements are hard to come by, these mats quietly stand out as a low-tech solution to high-stakes problems. 8. Steel wool, the fire starter and fix-it tool. Steel wool might seem like a simple cleaning product, but in a survival scenario, it becomes a multifunctional powerhouse. This unassuming bundle of fine metal fibers can do far more than scrub pots and pans. It can help you start fires, repair tools, and even keep pests at bay. One of its most valuable uses is as a fire starter. When paired with a 9-volt battery, steel wool ignites almost instantly, creating a spark that can light tinder even in damp conditions. This makes it an essential tool for anyone preparing for a grid-down situation where warmth and cooking are critical. Unlike traditional fire-starting methods, steel wool is lightweight, compact, and easy to store, making it a perfect addition to any bug-out bag. But steel wool's utility doesn't stop there. It's also a fantastic tool for maintaining and repairing metal items. In a survival scenario, keeping your tools, knives, and weapons in working condition is vital. Steel wool can remove rust, polish surfaces, and even sharpen dull edges, ensuring your gear stays functional when you need it most. Another overlooked use is pest control. Steel wool can be stuffed into small cracks and holes to block rodents and insects from entering your home or shelter. Unlike other materials, it's nearly impossible for pests to chew through, making it a simple yet effective barrier. In a world where every tool must serve multiple purposes, steel wool stands out as a versatile and affordable survival item. Whether you're starting a fire, maintaining your gear, or protecting your space, this humble cleaning product proves its worth in ways you might never have imagined. 9. Mylar blankets, compact warmth and beyond. Mylar blankets, often called space blankets, are a staple in emergency kits for a reason. These ultra-thin, reflective sheets are designed to retain body heat, making them a lifesaver in cold conditions. But their uses go far beyond keeping you warm. They're one of the most versatile survival tools you can carry. In a survival situation, staying warm can mean the difference between life and death. Mylar blankets reflect up to 90% of your body heat, making them incredibly efficient at preventing hypothermia. They're also waterproof and windproof, providing an extra layer of protection against the elements. But their utility doesn't stop there. Mylar blankets can be used to create makeshift shelters, line sleeping bags for added insulation, or even as ground covers to keep you dry. Their reflective surface also makes them useful for signaling. In a rescue scenario, a Mylar blanket can be used to catch the attention of search teams or passing aircraft. Additionally, they can be used to collect rainwater, protect gear from moisture, or even as a sunshade to keep cool in hot climates. What makes Mylar blankets truly remarkable is their portability. They're lightweight, compact, and inexpensive, allowing you to stockpile several without taking up much space. In a world where every ounce and inch of storage matters, Mylar blankets offer an incredible return on investment. Whether you're facing freezing temperatures, trying to stay dry, or signaling for help, these simple sheets are worth far more than their weight in gold. 10. Duct, the ultimate survival fix-all. If there's one item that deserves a spot in every survival kit, it's duct tape. This iconic adhesive is the ultimate fix-all, capable of solving a staggering variety of problems in a crisis. From quick repairs to creative solutions, duct tape is the Swiss Army knife of the prepping world. One of its most obvious uses is for repairs. Whether you're patching a torn tarp, sealing a leaky water container, or mending a broken shoe, duct tape gets the job done. Its waterproof and weather-resistant properties make it ideal for both indoor and outdoor use, ensuring your fixes hold up under tough conditions. But duct tape's versatility doesn't end with repairs. It can be used to create makeshift tools and gear. Need a rope? Twist duct tape into a strong, durable cord. Need a bandage? Combine it with a piece of cloth for a quick, waterproof dressing. It can even be used to fashion a temporary splint or secure a shelter in high winds. Duct tape also has tactical applications. Its matte finish makes it useful for camouflaging gear, and it can be used to silence rattling equipment or secure items without making noise. In a survival scenario where stealth and adaptability are key, duct tape proves its worth time and time again. What makes duct tape truly indispensable is its affordability and ease of storage. A single roll can last for months, and its compact size means you can stash it in your car, backpack, or emergency kit without taking up much space. In a world where resources are limited and creativity is essential, duct tape is the ultimate survival tool. It's not just a roll of tape, it's a lifeline. 11. Coffee filters. The multi-use survival essential. Coffee filters might seem like a one-trick pony, but in a survival situation, they become an incredibly versatile tool. These lightweight, inexpensive items can serve a surprising number of purposes, making them a must-have for any prepper's kit. One of their most valuable uses is as a pre-filter for water. While coffee filters won't purify water on their own, they're excellent for removing visible debris, sediment, and dirt before boiling or chemically treating it. This simple step can make the purification process more effective and extend the life of your water filter. In a world where clean water is a top priority, coffee filters are an easy and efficient solution, but their utility doesn't stop there. Coffee filters can also be used for food storage and preparation. They're perfect for wrapping dry goods like herbs, spices, or snacks, keeping them clean and organized. They can even double as makeshift plates or bowls in a pinch. Their lightweight and disposable nature make them ideal for situations where washing dishes isn't an option. Beyond food and water, coffee filters have a range of other uses. They can be used as fire starters when paired with a bit of wax or oil, as cleaning wipes for delicate surfaces, or even as makeshift bandages in an emergency. Their soft, absorbent material is perfect for a variety of tasks, and their compact size means you can carry dozens without taking up much space. In a survival scenario, the most valuable items are often the ones that can adapt to multiple needs. Coffee filters may seem simple, but their versatility makes them an essential addition to any prepping plan. Whether you're filtering water, storing food, or starting a fire, these unassuming paper circles punch far above their weight. 12-9 safety pins, tiny tools with big impact. Safety pins might be small, but their usefulness in a survival situation is enormous. These tiny metal fasteners are lightweight, durable, and endlessly versatile, making them an essential item for any prepper's kit. One of their most obvious uses is for clothing repairs. In a crisis, you won't have the luxury of replacing torn or damaged clothes, so being able to quickly mend a rip or secure a button is invaluable. Safety pins can also be used to adjust the fit of clothing, making oversized garments more functional or creating makeshift closures when zippers or buttons fail. But their utility goes far beyond clothing. Safety pins are excellent for first aid. They can be used to secure bandages, create slings, or even remove splinters in a pinch. Their small size and sharp point make them ideal for delicate tasks that require precision. In a survival scenario where medical supplies may be limited, having a few safety pins on hand can make a big difference. Safety pins also have tactical applications. They can be used to secure gear to your backpack, organize small items, or even create a makeshift fishing hook in an emergency. Their compact size means you can carry dozens without adding weight or bulk to your kit, and their durability ensures they'll hold up under tough conditions. In a world where every item in your survival kit needs to earn its place, safety pins are a no-brainer. They're small, cheap, and incredibly versatile, proving that sometimes the simplest tools are the most valuable. Whether you're mending clothes, treating injuries, or improvising solutions, safety pins are a tiny tool with a big impact. 13. Aluminum foil, the survival jack of all trades. Aluminum foil might be a kitchen staple, but in a survival scenario, it becomes a jack of all trades. Its lightweight, flexible, and heat-resistant properties make it one of the most versatile items you can have on hand, capable of solving a wide range of problems when resources are scarce. One of its most obvious uses is for cooking. Aluminum foil can be used to wrap food for cooking over an open flame, creating a makeshift oven that locks in heat and moisture. It's also perfect for lining pots and pans, reducing the need for water and soap when cleaning up. In a world where every drop of water counts, this simple trick can save valuable resources. But aluminum foil's utility doesn't stop at the kitchen. It's an excellent insulator, making it useful for keeping food warm, reflecting heat, or even creating emergency blankets. In cold conditions, a layer of foil can be added to clothing or sleeping bags to retain body heat. Its reflective surface also makes it a great signaling tool, helping you catch the attention of rescuers or passing aircraft. Aluminum foil can also be used for repairs and improvisation. Need to patch a hole in a container? Fold some foil into a sturdy patch. Want to create a makeshift funnel or water collection system? Aluminum foil can be shaped to fit the task. It can even be used to sharpen scissors or knives by folding it into layers and cutting through it. What makes aluminum foil truly indispensable is its reusability. A single sheet can be folded, shaped, and repurposed multiple times, making it a cost-effective and space-efficient addition to your survival kit. In a crisis, where adaptability is key, aluminum foil proves that even the simplest items can be lifesavers. Whether you're cooking, insulating, or improvising, this humble kitchen staple is worth far more than its weight in gold. 14. Paracord. The ultimate survival rope. Paracord, short for parachute cord, is one of the most versatile and essential tools in any survivalist's arsenal. Originally designed for military parachutes, this lightweight yet incredibly strong rope has become a go-to item for preppers, campers, and outdoor enthusiasts alike. Its strength, flexibility, and multi-purpose nature make it invaluable when society collapses, and you're left to rely on your wits and resources. One of Paracord's most obvious uses is for building and securing shelters. Whether you're tying down a tarp, constructing a lean-to, or securing branches for insulation, Paracord provides the strength and durability needed to withstand harsh conditions. Its ability to hold significant weight without snapping makes it ideal for creating sturdy structures that can protect you from the elements. But Paracord's utility doesn't stop at shelter building. It can be unraveled into smaller strands, which can then be used for a variety of tasks. The inner threads are perfect for fishing lines, sewing thread, or even emergency sutures. This makes Paracord a multi-layered tool that can adapt to countless survival scenarios. Need to repair gear, create a clothesline, or secure a splint? Paracord has you covered.